Hi there, my name is Lindsey Kusman. I'm a junior at the University of Arkansas pursuing a degree in supply chain management with a minor in business analytics. I first want to say thank you so much for considering me for this opportunity. It would honestly be a dream come true to work with L'Oreal on this project. Most, if not all, companies are struggling with coming up with ideas for implementing a more sustainable practice. So today I just want to talk about a few ideas that could possibly help the Sharing Beauty with All initiative that L'Oreal has right now. The first idea I have for sustainability would be changing to a 4-10 work week. And what this means is working 4 days a week instead of 5, and working 10 hours a day instead of 8. I know this may sound a little bit crazy. 10 hours is a very, very long time. However, it would be cutting down on 1 day of a week where you wouldn't have to start up the plant, so that would cut down on emissions. And it's another day that your employees would not have to drive into work or commute. Again, another emissions cost, cuts down on energy and overall cost. And the third reason why it would be something good to consider a 4-10 work week is because it could increase your company morale. Your employees would probably have a more sustainable work-home balanced life, and morale would probably just skyrocket. The second idea I have for sustainability with L'Oreal is possibly cutting down on packaging. I know consumers today are obsessed with packaging. It's all the aesthetic. And so I know whenever I step into the shower, there's a lot of bulky bottles. I have at least 2-3 bottles in there, and so do most people. But not everybody has an area where they can keep all their bottles of shampoos and conditioners. So if L'Oreal could possibly consider reformulating their products, making it more concentrated, cutting down on the water, so that way there'd be overall less packaging, or maybe even considering just overall starting another product, maybe even creating shampoo tablets that would be the size of mints and could be kept in a smaller container. So that way you pop one out, you bring it with you in the shower, and you just suds away. And whenever you travel, customers wouldn't have to worry about liquids in their bags or is it under the weight or whatever. And so overall, that could be something that can completely change the hair care industry and overall cut down on packaging and waste. The third and final idea I have for L'Oreal is starting a recycling program with your retailers. So for example, say I brought in 6 empty bottles or containers of L'Oreal products and I brought it back to the retailer, and in exchange for that, I could get a $1 to $2 discount on my next L'Oreal purchase. Then the retailer would send it back to L'Oreal, or L'Oreal could come pick it up from the retailer, and that way it's cutting down, you're actually knowing where customers would know where their empty bottles are going. So they're practicing more sustainable life overall, helping the planet. And then it would create customer loyalty. As soon as they get that coupon or they know that a brand is working towards being more environmentally friendly, you have a customer for a long time. I know that there's a lot of consumers that are working more towards staying with brands that are having more sustainable practices. I know I'm one of those consumers. And so it's something that customers are willing to do and even in exchange for that. There's plenty of companies that do that now. It's a regular practice in Europe. And I think that it could be something that could be implemented internationally. So those are just a few ideas for sustainability that I have for L'Oreal. I know that I have a few more, but those are just sneak preview, I guess. I just want to say thank you again for considering me for this opportunity, and I hope that that gives a good idea of what I believe could help with sustainability with L'Oreal. Thank you again.